What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to powder coat these wheels to look like that. First thing we've got to do is get them outgassed and blasted, which they are. We've already got one set up here in our powder room to go ahead and spray. And we're going to go ahead and lay down the Ford Light Blue first. We're going to put it in the oven and have the oven set at 400 degrees. And we're going to put it in there for about 12 minutes. That's going to allow the powder to really start to adhere. It's not a full partial cure, but it is more than just a flow out. Put it in there for 12 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees. That's not part temp. That is just putting it in there at 400 degrees for it to flow out and start to get the part to temp. Once that flows out, we'll pull it out, pop the others in, and let the wheel fully cool down. It's got to fully cool down before we lay on the black because you don't want a hot flock, obviously, when you're two-toning. Once that fully cools down, we'll have everything switched over to the black. We're going to lay down super durable wet black from Columbia Coatings. This Ford Light Blue that we're going to do is also from Columbia Coatings. Let's go ahead and get the blue done on these, and then we can get to the process of doing the black.
Pick up this universal powder coating light at the link down below.
So we got the blue laid down on this. We're warming up the oven so we can go ahead and throw it in there for about 15 minutes. But before we do that, I don't usually tape the back here. I just vacuum it off. Same with that center. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So while this wheel's in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and get another one ready. At this point in time, I can only do one wheel at a time that's this size in the oven. At a point in time, we did have an oven that was large enough to do 4 wheels at a time, but we had to go through our move, so we are in the process of working to go ahead and double the size of this oven. It'll help us out a lot. If I could put 4 wheels in the oven at once, and it saves time by 75%. So that's something that I'm working towards, but I had to get a bigger blaster because doing 1 wheel at a time was fine when we were only running the small compressor. But now that we've got a larger compressor and can blast parts much faster, I definitely want to go ahead and get the oven set up to be able to do 4 at a time. Now, I'm not rich, so it's going to cost some money, but you know, we built this oven and been using it for many years, and I have complete confidence in building a larger one. We've extended this one, so it has been larger. So that's something you're going to see coming up. Also, we have collaborations again with Steve Morris engines coming up. These are Kyle's wheels, so we are going to have more Steve Morris engines collaborations coming up. We're going to be doing a collab with Boosted Ride coming up. I'm going to link their channel down below. Definitely go check them out. And we are working on a lot more, possibly some other racing engine places. We just got more in the works. 2024 is going to be cool. So if you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button down below and make sure notifications are turned on. That way you don't miss anything we're doing. And I'm going to go ahead and get another wheel ready and get it going. So when this one comes out, we can put the next one in. Just keep it rolling. So the blue has been done on all 3 of the wheels. Here's the 3rd one. They are all cooling down. So I've got the blue done on all 3 wheels. Now that they're cooling down, I'm going to go ahead, grab something to eat. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm going to go ahead and eat something. Probably not going to watch the game. I'm probably going to come back here and throw in the super durable wet black and go ahead and get to at least get one of these wheels done. So I'll be back here in just a bit while these cool down. We'll get back at it. So I'm back. The wheels have all cooled down. They're ready to go. It's been a couple hours. I think the Super Bowl is getting ready to start. My cue to get to work. But I have to drop a question for you real quick. So hear me out. What if, just what if I went ahead and took the S10, 97 S10, 4-cylinder, 2.2 liter, and I put a turbo on it? So last year I was really hyped up to compete in some burnout contests, and I still really want to do it. I like Cletus's burnout contests, and they're becoming a big thing. But right after the first burnout contest last year in Indianapolis that we went to, my sister passed away just a couple days later. My little sister did. And since then, while I've wanted to get back into things, I kind of was just more focusing on working. And even though I was focusing on working, I wasn't even focusing on uploading content. I was uploading some short content, but I wasn't doing much long form content. And that's something that I want to change this year. And I really want to do something for Drag and Drive. So I'm thinking, since I still have money that I want to invest into the company, I want to build a bigger oven, there's things that I want to do. I have been thinking over the last few weeks about building the S10 and just making it a 13, 14, 15 second drag and drive truck and just entering into 1 or 2 drag and drive events and having some fun this year. So do you want to see that? Comment below. Let me know if it's something you'd be interested in checking out. I think it'd be a fun project, and it would give me an opportunity to build something and not take a lot of money out of my pocket. So let me know down below. Now that I've asked you that, I'm going to go ahead, clean out the system, throw in the super durable wet black from Columbia Coatings, and get to spraying these wheels. Let's get to it. It's black, and I set it on a bucket. So when I'm doing wheels like this, I set it on a 5-gallon bucket. And then I can spin the bucket or spin the wheel on the bucket as I need to. I have at times put it on 2 of them, but when spinning it, it can get a little unbalanced. Now, this only works for wheels that are like, some 18s it'll work for, but really like 20 inches or bigger is kind of the best to use on it. You're definitely not going to fit any 15s or anything like that, 17s on a 5-gallon bucket. But when you're doing bigger wheels, if you need to, just set them there. When I go ahead to do one of these others, I will record it and just show you how I put it on there. Not very hard. You got the hook and the handle. You do leave a handprint on the barrel, but I've never had a customer complain about a handprint on the barrel, even on display wheels where there wasn't going to be tires on them. The customer didn't complain. So when there's tires on them, they're not going to complain. Next job, get the powder coat detail vacuum kit, which is linked down below, and go ahead and start vacuuming this off and getting it ready to put in the oven for the final cure. So as you can see, I got some of the main vacuuming done there. I just need to touch it up with my finger. I do have to wipe inside of the pockets, so I'll probably get to that next. And then the ring around is the toughest. So I learned from the practice wheel that ring, no sense in doing that till around the last, because especially doing this top edge, it pushes all the powder in there. That's one of the things when you're doing tube tone. Just pay attention on how you do stuff, because you may clean something pretty good and then push something onto it. So just be careful with that. Anyway, I got to jump back on this. Got to get the pockets taken care of, like I said, and that ring around it. And it'll be pretty much done. Throw it in the oven. Get on to the next one behind me. So keep rocking. Hope you're enjoying the Super Bowl. I'm enjoying this, watching some racing. So now it's kind of coming alive a little bit. Went ahead and just roughly did the pockets, at least the large part where I didn't need a vacuum. I actually wiped all that with my finger, and then I went ahead and wiped the tops as well to go ahead and get that done. So I need to bust out the vacuum again and go ahead and get the line around it and get the rest of those pockets. I am going to go ahead and film that part for you, give you a little bit of a time lapse here. I don't want to overdo time lapses with you, so I didn't do the pockets. But what I may do is get an up-close video and kind of show you a little bit how I did it on one of these next wheels. But right now, I want to focus on getting this one done and getting it in the oven. So I'm going to get to vacuuming. Went ahead and got most of it done. I have to do some final wiping, but after I do some final wiping, it'll be ready to go in the oven. Took a little longer than I expected. I've been working on it for about 2 hours. And I have been paying attention to work, not Vice Grip Garage on the tablet. If you guys have not checked out Vice Grip Garage, I just found out his channel. I heard about it, but just found out his channel not too long ago. And I'll tell you what, the guy just cracks me up. I'd love to collaborate with him. So if you guys, know who he is, maybe tag him down below. Anyway, I'm going to get the final cleanup on it. Then I'll go ahead and show y'all, get the oven fired up, and decide if I'm going to go ahead and stay here late and do the other two. It is Sunday. I'm going to come in the shop early tomorrow, so I might cut out after this is done and then go in the shop early tomorrow, or come in early tomorrow and finish these last two. So I messed up a little. Had to do a bit of a respray. Touch it up. Shouldn't take too long to get that taken care of. Wipe everything down real quick and then put it in the oven. But hey, it happens to the best of us. It's pretty much going to happen on just about every two-tone job at some point. The first wheel it didn't happen on, but this one it did. Just move on. Well, we got these wheels done. There's those three there. The final one here. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you say what's up to Austin. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did like it, share it with somebody who may get some value in it. And if you're not subscribed and you got this far, hit the subscribe button down below. Peace. We'll catch you in the next one.